Hello, so this is part 2 on the explanation video of authentication, and for part 2 I'm going to show you how to do the resource ownership. So we want to create ownership association by creating a foreign key migration by running the code rails generate migration add user foreign key to blog post. Okay, and after we have added the migration, the foreign key migration, we're going to add the reference to the migration. And if I just could go a little faster, it would be great. Okay, so since this is my second time making the video, I forgot to delete the old migration file. That's why it has a conflict, because it already has one. But anyways, after we have done that, we want to go ahead and go to our migration file, and we add excuse me, sorry. Okay, I want to add the reference blog post user foreign key true, and then we are going to go ahead and link the models by going to the app models user. Okay, and basically what you want to do is a user has many blog posts. The class name is blog post. The foreign key is user ID, and the inverse be author. And then we'll go to blog post. And blog post will belong to the author. The class name is user. The foreign key is user ID, and the inverse is blog post. So blog post. And after we have done that, we want to go ahead and go to the app views, blog post index, and there was a to do here. I changed that so we could display the email of we're gonna put the email to the blog post. So whoever made the blog post will have the email to who it belonged to. And to do that, we do blog post, then .author.email. And after that, we want to do the same thing to the show. So it'll be by okay, it will be by at blogpost.author.email. And after we've done that, we want to go ahead and edit the action controller. So on the create, it will be current user dot blog post dot build, and then we want to go ahead and update the seeds. So if we go to the seeds, since we already created user 1, user 2, user 3, we do author user 1 because user 1 is Homer. We could also just go ahead and put Homer equals user.created. so it could look better. So for each user one, it would just be Homer. And then for instead of user 2, we could do Lisa and change these. To Lisa, so that's Mars. And then user 3 will be Bart. Okay. And so let's save it, and we can go ahead and test it. Go ahead and seeding the data. Okay, now we run the Rails server. And if we go here, okay, we can see that now it has to who it belongs to. So this one was by Lisa, this one's by Bart, Homer, Lisa, Homer. And if we go to reading it, it will say by Bart, and so on. And this one will be saying by Lisa. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and do restrict access to own class. So we're gonna hide the links. In order to do that, we want to go ahead and go to our view. Our next view. Okay. And right here, we're gonna add an if. So if blog post dot author equals current user, so only the person that made the post will be able to go ahead and edit it and delete it. And we're gonna add and save. Now we're going to add a before action. So we go to here. I want to do before action require permission. And let's see for the task. So we already did the ownership links. We updated the create. We updated the seeds. Okay, so require a user to be the owner of the blog post object in order to access the following action. So the action will be new, create, edit, update, and destroy. Okay, so new, create, edit, update, and destroy. So we go back. So require permission for only. And we're gonna move this over here. So for only new, create, edit, update, and destroy. Okay. And I go ahead and do require permission. And we're gonna say if blog post dot find params ID dot author does not equal current user, redirect to blog post path. And we're going to flash an error stating you do not have permission to do that. And we're going to save. And now we are going to go ahead and test it. We're going to run the server. Code expecting end. For the blog post controller. Yes, I forgot the end. And save. Okay. Rerun it. Okay. So now with the changes, we can only read it, we can't edit it or delete it. And if we were to sign in as say Lisa, email.com, can I find blog post without an ID? Okay. So let's see. It is forms.id.author. Okay, it's if blog post dot find open parentheses params ID parentheses dot author does not equal current user redirect to. Okay, that should not be the problem. Okay. So I just need to rerun it. Okay, so since I'm logged in as Lisa, I can read, edit, and delete what's Lisa's, but we cannot do it for Bart. So if we were to do something like, let's see, that. Okay, so here is blog post 6 edit. So let's say blog post 5. Okay, you do not have permission to do that because this is from Bart and not Lisa. So we know that is working. And now what we want to do is restrict access to any child classes of owned class. And to do that, we are going to go ahead and hide links. So I think it's in the way. We want to go to the index page and go. Oh, did this right? Equal equals user. Okay. Right here. So go to where it says new blog post. And there, we're gonna add an if statement. So if at blog post so let's see. No, because this is a class within a class. Okay. Where did that? So hold on. Okay, to do a new blog post, you do have to be signed in though. Yeah. And that's one of the restrictions, because we did the has many belongs to, and then we updated the create, we update the seed, we require access controller for the new create, edit, update, and destroy, hide all links to actions that a user doesn't have permission to access. On the blog post index and show page, replace the to-do author text with email these objects without blog post belongs to, so we already did that. So for this one, we could do if the user's logged in, you create a new blog post. So if blog post if blog post author continue question. Then we already did that require. Okay, so here it's if blog post dot author equals current user. And save. And for the controller, just require permission only, new, create, edit, and destroy, and update. I have that, and it will be blog post.find. Here would be if quiz, redirect to. Yes, I think it's fine. This would be user ID instead. Okay. And now we want to go ahead and test it. So we're gonna run the server. Let's run it from the beginning. Did you mean at blog post? Yes, I probably did. So be at blog post. Save. So rerun the server. Okay, and the find method author. So okay, this one has that. post. Let's see. So for this one is at quiz.creator. So if at blog post author equals current user. I think that's right. Maybe it's post. No, okay. Let me see what we did on the other one. So on this one, what we did was on the index. Oh, I guess we left that one alone. That's what it is. Yes, because on the quiz, it has two of them. There's the quiz and then there's the questions. Okay, so we do not need this part here. So you go ahead and delete that. Save. Rerun it. And so now should work. Okay, so okay, edit. If blog post fine, okay, couldn't find blog post without an ID. So that one, it must be just ID then. Or this one. Yeah, okay, so see, we could edit it. And if we were to do, let's say 1, you do not have permission to do that. And if I were to sign out successfully. And if I want to do a new plan, I need to be signed in or signed up to continue. And that is it for this explanation video. Thank you.